Tune in and watch Lori and Amelia as they talk health and wellness, keep you in the know, highlight do-gooders in promo, and spill the tea in Never Have I Ever. And now it's time for the rundown.
Hey, twin! It's so funny we go on screen and we both have on black shirts, jean jackets, our glasses.
Happy Friday.
Thank freaking God. Happy Friday. Happy episode 107. I can't believe that. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm Amelia and Madl, a promo corner, and this is Lori Bolton, my twin of the Magnet Group. Twinning!
Love it. Everything down to the glasses. So good.
Do I need to switch? Hold on, I have another pair. Do we need to? I don't know if those pair are clean.
Ooh.
Are we more twinning now? Okay.
We're twinning now. Love it.
These are a little dirty, so hopefully I can still see out of them. All right, well, let's jump into it. So much stuff going on, and a shout out to today's sponsor, the good folks over at Keystone. Are you looking for top selling promotional products that stand the test of time? Keystone's got you covered. Since 1992, Keystone has been a go-to source for distributors offering classic best-selling promotional items that keep brands in the spotlight. They offer water bottles, totes, first aid kits, household essentials, hand fans, desk accessories, and more. With unbeatable value pricing across every category, Keystone is dedicated to exclusively serving the promo industry. Don't wait. Check them out. Go see KeystoneOnline.com and say hi to Pete.
Thank you, Keystone.
Thanks, Keystone. All right. So, Lori, other than having ESP where we look alike and dress alike, what have you been up to?
I've been on the go, girl, for 3 solid weeks. So 2 weeks in California at Palm Desert. And I think I shared this with you last year. Like, Miami was the place to be. This year, it's like La Quinta, Palm Springs, Palm Desert. It's crazy. And then I'm just coming off of 4 days in Scottsdale for Pure Networks. And that was phenomenal. Weather kind of chilly this week here in No, like it rained. It was chilly. We had to like move some of our activities inside. I know. Poor baby, right? But I have been on the go, trying to spend as much time with Mark when I'm home. He's had a couple trips, and last weekend we went to the botanical. It's Desert Botanical Gardens. We actually got a annual membership. So we just went over, walked the gardens, had lunch. It was amazing. So good. And then we're prepping for our Europe trip. We're going with Sarah Goshgari and her husband, JT. We leave at the end of May. So Mark and I are going to go to London for 4 days and then fly to Athens, hop on a boat. We'll do Athens, Turkey, and Croatia. And we'll meet Sarah and JT there. So we're less than 60 days.
Taking a big steam trunk because you're going to put my body in it, and I'm going to go with it. That recorded because you're going the end of May, so you'll be there for a week or two. So I can do the whole vacay and then just hop from wherever you end up over to Africa to meet my family because we'll be going there the middle of June.
Let's do that.
That would be a much shorter flight for me to fly from London or wherever you end up.
Let's do it.
Johannesburg.
Let's do it. Yeah, we're super excited. So 2 weeks, I'm only going to take my iPad. I'm going to completely check out. Mm-hmm. I'll have the iPad for like FaceTiming, whatever, pictures.
Yeah.
But nope, super, super easy. We're excited. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
That's awesome.
You, what have you been up to?
Well, nothing much. It's cold and rainy here. When I say it's been in the 40s, it's been raining the past few days, so it's just kind of blah. But the sun did shine. Last weekend was senior prom, so my daughter had her senior prom, and I got a little picture that I snapped of her when she was running around at her friend's house taking pictures. So
she's gorgeous.
Her last her last prom, and then I'll have 2 years before Maddox goes to junior senior prom. If he goes, he's a boy. He could give a shit about any of that stuff. So yeah,
absolutely gorgeous.
Doing that, prepping for lead. By the time this drops, I will have just gotten home. So I'll be in DC with a ton of other amazing people. I'm a little intimidated. So I'm hoping that people in my group have done this before and know what they're doing. Because it is a lot of information, and I've been trying to study, and I realize that I have the attention span of the squirrel, and I can read like a few paragraphs and then I'm like, that's why I hated school, because I can't focus on that. So
it's okay. You will love it. I've gone to Capitol Hill 4 times and lobbied for our industry, and it was intimidating, definitely the first time, because I remember sitting Mr. Reed out of Las Vegas, and that was an interesting meeting because the conference room's filled with promotional products, yet they don't look at it as promotional products. But just know that you know more about our industry than they do, and it's really an educational experience, if you will, for them.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of hot topics this year with things going on, so it will be interesting, and hopefully cooler heads prevail, because it's a kind of a odd time to be going to the Capitol right now. So
for sure.
Do we have bodyguards?
That would be fun. I'm so proud of you that you're going. Somebody needs to speak, on behalf of our industry, because bills are constantly being introduced and passed, and they don't realize what they're doing. I'll share with you really quick. I want to say it was Ohio, highest rate of SIDS for children. And the government came out with a onesie, and on the front of it, it said "this side up" for babies. And there was marketing literature that went with it. That was a government funded program because of the death rate, right? And they didn't think that this program was a promotional product, and yet it is, right? So it's just really educating them on that is a promotional product. You're educating, or even like the Lance Armstrong bracelets that started the whole craze of these silicone bracelets of bringing awareness, to cancer. So it's really just an educational opportunity. So you'll do great. You'll do great. And you'll feel very, very fancy up at Capitol Hill, I promise.
Well, I have my outfit I bought. I haven't worn. I need to try it on. It still has the tags on it, and it needs to be pressed. So I have a cute little suit that I got. So I'm going to have my Elle Woods moment.
Oh, nice. And check out, keep your eyes wide open, Amelia. You'll see snipers at the top of the buildings. You'll see, keep your eyes wide open. There is security everywhere. Yeah.
Well, the fun, I decided normally when I do trips, I fly in, do my business, and get the heck out of Dodge. And I don't get to see anything. Right. I have not been to Washington, D.C. since before I was married. So we're talking 20 years. And when I went, it was a quick, went in, did my stuff, had my meetings, and got out and didn't really sightsee. So I went ahead and I decided to fly in a date early, and I'm hanging out with my old coworker, Brandon Petrich, who lives there with his wife, Amanda. So they're picking me up from the airport on Sunday, and we're going to go do some sightseeing. And then Brandon and I are going to hang out for a little bit Monday before we have to report for duty. So he'll be a great tour guide. I was like, I just want to see things. I don't even have to get close. I just want to be able to look around and see, and not be have to focus on where I'm walking and what I'm talking.
And getting lost. That would be yours truly right here, right? I'm I've now crossed state lines. I'm in a different state,
I wanted to reenact, is it the Lincoln Monument that they used in Forrest Gump, the long waterway? Yes. I was like, Brandon, do you think someone would shoot at me if I got in there and start yelling, Forrest?
Perhaps.
So hopefully we don't get arrested before we do our works.
You can call a friend if you need help. I don't know what help I'll be over here, but you can call a friend.
Start a GoFundMe to get Brandon and I.
I love it.
Oh, okay, Lori. So what do you have for us for Living with Lori?
Ooh, so I've switched it up a little bit here this week. Let's talk about the 5 self-love languages.
Okay.
Love.
We've talked a little bit about those in the past.
Yes, it's been a minute, right?
Yep.
It's been a minute. So active service, checking something off your to-do list, cook yourself a warming meal, organize your pantry or closet, Put fresh sheets on your bed, start planning your side hustle. Physical touch, skincare routine, which I love my skincare routine. Practice yoga. I'm going to throw in there Pilates or gentle stretching, dry brush, or the geisha. Book yourself a massage, take an everything shower, and moisturize after. And then you've got quality time. Go on a headphone-free walk or hike. And I'll tell you where I'm at on this when I get through this. Book a solo brunch at your favorite place. Create a daily maca or coffee routine. Try starting talk therapy. Receiving gifts. Buy yourself a bouquet of flowers. Enroll in a wellness course. Book new fitness classes. Words of affirmation. So not only is it self-care, but it also can be love languages for others, right? So what resonates with you, Amelia?
Well, I do my DIY.
Yes.
Since we did that last time, I already redid a whole room. My next project is, I'm going to take on this office, but I have high school graduation in like 5 weeks. And I don't know how many people will actually come through my door, but well over 100, just because we have such a large family and live in a small community. So I'm still planning out like food, decorations, how to set up the tables, praying that it does not rain because I want to do it outside so I don't have all these people in my house. So that's been my focus now, but it is kind of fun because it's party planning. So me and my daughter are sharing like inspo and
I love that.
doing different things and planning it together. And she designed her own graduation party invitation. So that was fun that we got to work on together. But I do like my little projects, painting, decorating, organizing. This is kind of the time when the weather is kind of ick and things kind of feel crazy and out of control. So when things feel that way, that's when I dump my closet on the floor and I go back in and I purge, or I empty my pantry and I get it all organized. So those things, controlling things when I can't control the big picture, that's kind of my thing. I do get a massage every 6 weeks, so I love my massage time.
So that's so good.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I realized last night is that as I was doing my Pilates training, I was doing like 4 or 5 classes I was taking a week because I needed to get those hours. So now that I'm teaching, I'm not getting my Lori workouts. So starting today, I'm like, this is enough. Like getting 5 classes in a month is not acceptable to me. And again, it's a timing issue. So my free time now goes to teaching rather than to fulfilling me. So that's on the quality self-time for the love languages. So I'm going to hire a personal trainer. Sarah, I'm going to be reaching out to you. But I need to schedule it like it's an appointment. And I did before. So that's something that's super important to me. And I love Pilates and I love teaching, but I now have neglected my self-practice. So I was feeling a little funky,
Okay, well, you're going to love this. So something that my other Lori Moore that I work with, she read an article or she saw something. I don't know how, I didn't have the full details, but enough to start it. So she read somewhere, if you set an alarm and do 10 squats every 45 minutes over the course of your workday, it is equivalent to getting in your 10,000 steps. I don't know if that's accurate or what a work day, if it's a 12-hour time. Regardless, I've been in a funk and just have not felt like working out. And then time gets away from me. And when I work out my house, I get a call or a text and then I hop off and I go back. So I have been, not every day because my legs get sore after a while, but I've been setting an alarm for every 45 minutes to an hour. And when the buzzer goes off, I just stand up and I do 10 to 15 squats.
Good.
So I'm like, that's getting my muscles. I did have some leg weights and I was walking around the house with leg weights, which was a lot, but then it started to hurt my ankles because they were weighing on. And I have little tiny hand weights, nothing big, just 3-pound weights that I'm keeping in here. And on reels and different little videos, I found some arm exercises. So I will just sit here in my chair and I can do arm weights. So I can do my lunges and then I can sit down and do the arms or stand. And so I'm getting an exercise and I'm doing that several times a day. So it's not taking 45 minutes to an hour. It's taking 3 to 5 minutes at a time. So
I love it.
That's how I'm getting workouts in so that it's not such a a task, and I can do it with regardless of how I'm dressed. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm in. I can do pretty much everything with those. And I can tell the difference if I do it for a few days. Like, muscles will be sore because I haven't used them for a while.
For sure. Do you know what I would love to do, Amelia? Because this was probably in our, let me think. 2021, 2022, we obviously, this was going, our podcast was going, but we each bought echelons.
Yep.
And I think once a week we need to schedule where we do a live class together. Why are your eyes so big?
Because you will bike my ass into the ground. Like, when I ride it, I do a leisurely class where I'm like, I don't even watch the picture. I just put up my tablet on my bike and I just ride. I don't do the class. I just like do my own thing.
Okay, so I'll
I don't like the people talking. They annoy me.
So I'll rephrase this. Let's schedule independently. We'll commit to each other one echelon class a week.
We could just FaceTime each other.
We could do that. We could actually have a business meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be very breathy. It'd be like, Lori, so.
Breathy. Oh. We could do that. I'm like, this echelon, I'm paying membership for my live classes. Like, I've got to do it. And Mark has me set up here on, he has me set up here on the Peloton. And we just got a new Peloton treadmill, the higher end, because this whole walking challenge that we're doing. And I'm very, very, very far behind.
Yeah, we should do it. I quit paying for the echelon subscription. I just do the free, and then I can just adjust it and write on my own. And there's free apps that you can get on your phone and stuff.
Yeah.
Since I really like the classes. So okay, well, now you know about that. Maybe we'll have to record part of a FaceTime session when we're riding. And
I think that would be fun.
I might fall off the bike laughing so hard. But
you'll fall off?
Yeah, if we're talking and biking at the same time, like, I might start laughing and hopefully I don't fall.
I think we should, though. I think we should make that commitment. At least once a week, we need to get on our echelon.
Okay.
Done.
All right. Now that we know that, I heard a little bird. There is a lot of big movement since last time. Like, what the heck? Everybody just got like in a snow globe and shook it up and psh.
That is such a great analogy. I mean, I'm sure you have more than I have, but I've got like 5 or 6.
Okay, you do one and then I'll do one, because I'm guessing that we have several of the same people, because they're
okay. So I'm going to leave one for you that I think, because you play in, like, it's a female, so I'll do the first one. So Tom Clauser, previously with Bell Promo, has left and is now the director of national accounts for Storm Creek.
Yes, that was a big move.
Congratulations! I just saw Tom in Palm Desert. Just saw him.
Yeah, and hard goods to soft goods. I mean, Bell Promo does do a little bit of soft goods, but yeah. Good to know, because I went shopping in Storm Creek's booth in Vegas, and they have some really nice athleisure wear that my team were like, that would be perfect for walking the show with our kind of vibe. So I'll be reaching out, Tom.
Love it. Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'll do the one that I think that you're saying that I know, because the infamous butt-kicking Meg Erber. Yeah. She is taking a break from promo. Good for her. I would like to go on sabbatical. Yeah. So she's still going to be on her podcast that she does with Jeff Franklin and Sarah Unruh for Branding Banter. And then she's still part of the Promo Cares board. So she'll still be involved in those, but she's just taking a little breather and spending some family time, which I think is amazing. She's a grandma now. So she has a young kid. It's so crazy. But she's also a grandma, and they have their second house that they go, and she just kind of gets to unwind. So super jelly, Meg. But I don't think she'll stay gone long. I think give her 6 months and she'll be back. She'll be bored. She'll get through
I
some
think
and be
so.
like, I need to come back. I'm too bored.
I think so. But what an amazing opportunity, and to be able to, like take a sabbatical, if you will. Amazing.
Yeah.
Good
Love
job.
it. Okay, who do you got next?
Okay, so iClick is hiring like crazy, Amelia. Like crazy. So Lauren LeMay, who used to actually be with the Magnet Group, just left, and she is one of their field account managers for iClick. And then also Jill Rogers up in the Pacific Northwest. She was with a distributor. She is now VP of marketing at iClick. So 2 new hires that I'm aware of at iClick. They're stacking.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
They are so tech savvy in their facility. I've toured it before. It's really cool to see especially with their the phone things.
Yes. Yes.
To see the little robot arms that and put everything together. It's really cool.
The pop sockets, right?
Pop sockets. Yes. Thank you. It was like the things that go on the back of your phone. Another big news, and someone that is near and dear to our hearts, Josh Poshpischel. So his position had got eliminated, and he got a little sabbatical. Probably not one he was wanting, because it was always a stressful time. But he landed over at Promo Shop, which is a great fit, and he'll get to work with one of our faves, Kate Alves. So congrats, Josh! I'm glad he found a new home and a place that I think he will succeed at. Who else you got? You said 7.
So, do you have more? Because I'll save.
I do have 2 more.
You go ahead, and then I'll wrap up with this last one. It's in memory of.
Okay. So, Sergio Munoz joined SRG, which is St. Regis Group, as the Senior Vice President of Sales in Canada. So that's a big move. And then, I don't know if you knew this one, but our buddy Michael Riesbaum, did you know he's at a new company now?
Yes.
So he is now managing director at Premium Square USA. And I can't remember what they were formerly known as, but back in the industry on the supplier side. So lots
good
of stuff. What do you got?
Carrie Lamb, I think I've mentioned him a couple times on the podcast. An amazing, amazing human. One of our customers in Hawaii with Smart Source. He had cancer a couple years ago, fought it. It came back, and we just recently lost him this week. And anybody that knows Carrie, he would give you the shirt off his back. He had the spirit of Hawaii for sure. And he will be deeply, deeply missed. He was always so kind to me. I would come over. He would meet for coffee. We would do dinner. Again, I can't say enough about him. Just a very, very, very sweet man, taken way too soon. And he will be missed. That's Carrie Lamb with Smart Source out of Hawaii.
Well, unfortunately, that happens. So, way too many people I know have cancer right now.
I know. I agree. Ditto. It's horrible.
It's crazy. Well, let's turn.
Sorry. I had to honor him. He's an amazing.
Let me get us back up here with some do-gooders. So, if you know any do-gooders or industry rock stars, just kind of a PSA that PPAI's Rising Stars nominations begin July 14th through the 28th. So start thinking about nominations now. There is a little bit of paperwork that goes involved with nominating someone. And then I'll have more information as time gets close. But another do-gooder is so many people in the industry for the annual Big Slick fundraiser at Children's Mercy Hospital. I am attending this year. It works out. I'm going to take my daughter. She's going to be my date. She's so excited. And there is a ton of industry folks that are coming in and taking over downtown Kansas City for that weekend. So all the do-gooders, not just the people that work on the project itself, but all the people that come and spend their personal time in Kansas City raising money for a charity. Very near and dear to my heart for a lot of reasons right now. So, and then I think you had something.
I do. So Dana Geiger, she's the managing director of Premier Group. We have an upcoming event where they bring everybody, all the members in. But we have, so she's coordinated. It's called Mercy Chefs in Asheville, North Carolina, where the event's going to take place. And Mercy Chefs, it's providing groceries for families in need. $50, which is a donation for one family, provides essential ingredients for up to 50 meals. Asheville was featured this last week on Good Morning America, highlighting the city's resilience and ongoing efforts to rebuild and recover. And Dana had put out to all of the attendees to make a pledge, and we exceeded the pledge. So super happy to report that. So we'll be providing meals for families in need, and that's just amazing. And I'll report back on it again. I don't know if there's going to be something on site that happens, but she implemented that. We rose, the community rose to the occasion, and we exceeded the expectations. So super exciting.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And $50 at the grocery store does not go very far these days.
No, and that's 50 meals. So $50 gives you essential ingredients for up to 50 meals. So I pledged to.
Somebody needs to teach me how to grocery shop, because I walk out with like 2 bags of groceries for $50 these days.
I know.
And
That's
I'm not even
exciting.
buying beef or eggs at the grocery store. We get fresh steer butchered here, and man, I should be selling my eggs. I'd be a millionaire by now. The way
You know what, you should, and add tariffs to your eggs. I'm kidding.
Shipping and handling.
Yes.
If you want me to watch the poop off, it's an extra fee.
Love it.
Oh, okay. Lori, have you been watching anything?
No, because I've been working my tail off. I haven't even been able to continue any of the stuff that I've started. So I have not been watching anything.
Okay. Well, I have a show for you to watch. It's only 4 episodes, 4 hours. It is called Adolescence.
Okay.
I watched it when over spring break when we were traveling, because I just always watch something on my tablet at night when I go to bed. Super disturbing. I don't want to give it away. Let me read what it says on here, because I want to give you information, but I don't want to give it away. So a 13-year-old boy is accused of murdering a female classmate. And his family, his therapist, and the detectives in charge are all left asking what really happened. So the opening scene is basically it's filmed overseas. I can't remember if they're in Ireland or southern part of London or something, but they have a strong accent. But basically the SWAT goes in, gets this 13-year-old boy out of bed, takes him in, accuses him of murdering a female classmate. And then there's all these moving parts, and his family, you know, it's really amazing. And the really cool thing was that they shot it all in one take with one camera. They did not do like multiple cameras. Yeah. So it was a very low budget made movie, and it's already massed 96.7 million views.
Wow.
Yes. And I know it's popular because I've seen people on Facebook make comments about it, that they're watching it. And it's a really, really good show, but it's just, whew. When you see this 13-year-old boy, he's very small, has not gone through puberty yet, and you just think, how could that even be possible? Or
that's crazy. And what platform is it on, Amelia?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yep.
Amazing. I will try. I'm home for the next 2 weeks, so I will have a little bit of time at night to get caught up on some of my movies.
Okay, there we go. And I did not send you a fresh list this time, Lori, but do you have any never have I evers to ask? Nobody has written in. I've been waiting on my mom to ask a question she usually finds out things I did in my younger years in my latter years, but Mom hasn't asked me any never have I ever. She might not want to know the answer to them.
Exactly. Never have I ever. Oh, these are hard ones, Amelia. I don't know.
Let me
Oh,
find
so I'll ask one because this happened this week at Peer Networks. We had like a rodeo. Never have I ever roped a cow.
A moving cow?
No, I thought it was going to be a moving cow, but it was a cow's head on top of a bale of hay.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Yes, I've done that before.
I thought it was going to be real. I'm like, this city girl is ready.
Yes,
I
grew up in a small town, rural area. They had little rodeos. I would go. Somebody I knew had an arena, and they'd run little rodeos. So I probably couldn't do it now. Maybe it'll come back. But I know like how you do your rope, and there's a special twist to your wrist of how you like swing it and then let it go. So I've thrown a lasso rope, and I've like roped the bale of hay with antler ears on it. But
yes. I think that's actually harder than roping. I don't know. I shouldn't say because I haven't done it. I've only done the one on the bale of hay, but I thought we were going to have real cows. I'm like, this girl, I'm ready. I was practicing like my form.
Lori's going to need a really old cow that's just grazing.
Barely moves, right?
Yeah.
Barely moves.
Yes. I grew up with a horse, like, so all throughout early, like 5, 6 until senior, we always had rode horses. I never did any formal training, but I did inner like little small rodeos and did like barrel racing and pole bending and some of that stuff. I got knocked off a horse a few too many times and had to like slow down with.
That's crazy.
You just get off the back. So yeah, you know me, farm girl here.
Love it. Love it.
I'll have a crazy adventure farm story here in a few months. I won't divulge yet, but I don't know. People might stop watching when they hear what we're doing next. All right. Well, Lori, great catching up with you as always. Can't wait to see you again. Thank you to Pete and the folks over at Keystone. Be sure to go check them out, keystoneonline.com. Please share your do-gooders and industry news. We love giving people shout outs. And then tune in again on April 25th for our next episode. And again, if you want to know if Lori and I have ever, send us a message. We will answer it as long as it does not get us fired or land us in jail. And maybe I'll answer it anyways.
Right, exactly.
We don't have any cops watching the show, right?
No. Wink, wink.
I'll have to ban my family.
Exactly.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.